Hey, Morgan, wake up. You're burning daylight. I sent the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times. Morgan, glad you're awake. I sent the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests, no needles, I promise. All right, I'll see you there. Hey, I forgot to mention, the crew might seem a little tense when you come in. Everyone's been putting in extra hours. Nothing to do with you, so don't worry. Well, that's all. Enjoy the view. Morgan! Finally! Hey, you don't look terrible in a transfer uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a you family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your sister in room A.
Right. Listen. Just be yourself. I'll see you after. You better get in there before Bellamy gets impatient. I wish I could show you what I've been working on.
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
we have a problem.
What about Morgan?
He's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way. I thought I found every one of those damn videos. Sorry, but I can't let you listen to that. Not until I've had a chance to explain everything in person. For now, just... Damn it. I have to go. Just sit tight. Please. Morgan, don't listen to that guy. He's an asshole. The older version of you is a lot more interesting. I would like to introduce you at some point. For now, you should sit tight. Morgan, don't listen to her. She's an asshole. The older version of you is a lot more interesting. I would like to introduce you at some point. For now, you should sit tight. It's distracting if I have to keep checking on you. Well, I knew you wouldn't listen to me. That's why I've taken the main lift offline. Try not to get yourself killed. Morgan, if you're gonna risk your life, then you might as well put the discoveries we've made to good use. Check your computer. I'm sending you a gift. I'm uploading a gift to your Transcribe. You're welcome. I was afraid this might happen. Our lead Neuromod engineer, Alden Graves, hit a kill switch in the license for Neuromod plans. Shame. He was a solid engineer. I think he was suspicious of the more exotic components. You'll need to use this workstation to reset the license. His office is in the Neuromod division.
Alex, I figured it out. Just too late.
Graves, are you still in fabrication?
The receptor molecules, exotic neurotransmitters, we didn't synthesize them. And there's no terrestrial source.
Graves, don't do anything drastic. You know me. You know I always have a contingency plan.
We've been shoving it into our skulls. It all comes from them. But you never...
I'm going to send someone to help you.
I need to get this out now. Oh God, but the neuromods, they can still be fabricated.
Graves, do not touch the Neuromod licenses. Do you hear me? Psychotronics is the opposite of safe, Morgan. What are you after? Someone's helping you. Is it Michaela? Elazar? All right, Morgan, I know I can't make you stay put, but you're gonna die down there if you don't listen to me. You need to calibrate your psychoscope. Try scanning the Typhon specimens around you. Once you get enough scan data, the labs will open. More importantly, you'll be able to install Typhon-based neuromods. You'll be unstoppable. That's what this is all about, Morgan. You spent 3 years of your life making it possible, putting what they can do into us. You've just forgotten. I see you've already figured out how to use your psychoscope. Good. Sending you the code to a safe in Director Kalstrup's office. I'm certain he's hidden neuromods there. Use them to install one of the Typhon abilities. Do that, maybe you'll live long enough for me to see your face again. What's happening?
It's in shock.
Can it hear us?
Rejecting the new cell lines, fighting them off like an antivirus.
Would a sedative work?
No. Nothing that interferes with memory formation.
You'd better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing. Hurry.
Adrenaline. Then another dose of Morgan's cell lines.
More? But
Do it! How does it feel? Do you remember? The first time you said it was like you were outside yourself, like time itself had bent its knee, waiting for you to decide. You moved my chair without touching it. It gave me chills. The possibilities. You became something new that day. Something higher. I knew then, as I believe now, that our mission is to lift up all humanity in the same way. Hans, we need to talk about Annalise Gallegos. Take a good look. Everything happening on Talos 1 started here. You were so driven in the beginning. My mistake was agreeing to put you at the center of the tests. That's when you began to drift away from me. We're close to understanding what they're after, what they're building. Just need a little more time. People are quick to project human features onto things they don't understand. The Typhon kill us without hesitation, but it's not because they're evil. It's because they can't do otherwise. Do you know what we discovered? They lack mirror neurons. All their wonderful abilities, there's one thing we can do that they can't. Empathize with the suffering of another living creature.
In light of what we now know the Typhon are capable of, and not capable of, it seems prudent to revisit the Project Cobalt material.
Igor?
neuromods can already adapt Typhon material to the human mind. There's no reason in principle the reverse wouldn't work.
Say you managed to insert human neurons into a Typhon. How will you know it was successful?
The new neural structures would need to mature over a series of actual experiences.
Or simulated ones.
What?
Simulate the experiences. Calvino, he has...
Right, okay, look, it's fascinating, but let's focus on what we know is working. I don't want anyone devoting resources to this. Isn't it fascinating? There's something almost angelic about those golden filaments, like frozen light. The Typhon weave it out of the thin air. The question is why? We have a lot of theories, but no solid answers. Not yet. I wish you were with me, Morgan. Not the way you are now. The way you used to be. I know we could tackle this together. Like old times. Mr. Hale, there's been a change in your flight plan. I'm sending new coordinates along with the route you're to take.
Roger that. Receiving now. That's back at the station. Psychotronics airlock.
That's correct.
May I ask what for?
Better not. You'll receive further instructions when you dock.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hale, Hunter,
Sir?
your compensation this year will reflect the burden of discretion I'm putting on you.
Roger that. Changing course.
Dr. Yu, it's been 3 days. I'm following up to
Was my answer not clear?
Not until you give me an answer that makes sense. You've told me about the organisms. You admit you don't know everything about their physiology. I've read the reports, I've read what they can do. Yet the weapons you've provided us are substandard, especially considering the technology present on the station.
The Typhon is secure. Your job is to keep the employees pointed in the right direction. You don't need military firepower for that.
We are the best for a reason, Dr. Yu. It would be in your interest to invest a little more in light of the unusual circumstances. If even one of those organisms escapes...
Thank you for your suggestion, Chief Elazar. I'll take it under advisement. Do not contact me again about this matter. You used to sneak into my room when we were kids, hack into my computer. I still remember when you ruined my Galactic Conquistador save files. I broke your arm when I found out. I regret that now, but I'm still not fond of you messing with my stuff. That statue was worth a lot of money, Morgan. I'm going to be charitable and assume you scuffled with a Typhon and didn't just break it out of spite. Welcome, everyone. We've made an amazing achievement. As of 12 hours ago, we have broken the 8,000 Neuromod mark. 8,000 Neuromods. Sharing skills, abilities, improving the quality of life. And you are to be congratulated. You are the ones who made this all possible. And congratulations to my dear sister, Morgan, who was left for Earthside to assist in marketing efforts with the TranStar Board of Directors. And congratulations to my dear brother, Morgan, who was left for Earthside to assist in marketing efforts with the TranStar Board of Directors. So, let us toast to TranStar, to the Neuromod, and the future. But what is success if it can't be shared? Let me introduce a few of our employees, none of which had any musical talents until yesterday, except Chief Show, who I'm told has a lovely singing voice. Sky, Danielle, whenever you ladies are ready.
This is Fowles.
Officer Fowles. Malia, I have an important request. It's sensitive, though. I need to know I can trust you with a surveillance matter.
Yes, of course, sir. It's just that normally I can't do something like that without consent from Chief Elazar HR and another director.
Those people report to me, Malia.
Yes, sir. I understand.
I want you to keep an eye on Annalise Gallegos. Where she goes, the hours she keeps, visitors.
I'll log everything on the security computer.
Good. Send me your report at the end of the week.
Yes, sir.
Morgan, I don't understand how you got the launch key to that escape pod. Of all the ways the test could have changed you, this was the last one I expected. You just... quitting. We failed. This isn't the one.
Start over.
Sorry, Morgan, but I have to lock you in this time. When I traced your arming key, it was to keep you from making a huge mistake. It's too late to stick our heads in the sand. We're committed now. You should be safe in deep storage. When everything is ready, we'll meet in my office. I hope you believe me. I really am on your side. You're just not yourself. Morgan, wake up. You're gonna miss the view. Well, what do you think? Not what you were expecting?
It's not the same as looking at models and photos.
I know. Wait until you see what's on the inside. Morgan, the whole damn station just went dark. Whatever you're doing, stop. Well, I see. You reset everything. Talos 1 is wide open now. Clever. Reckless, but clever. It's good to see some things haven't changed. I'm not going to get in your way anymore. You deserve to hear the truth. All of it. Come up to my office. By the way, Morgan, that trick you pulled in the power plant killed the station's magnetic shielding. There's a solar storm coming that's going to shower us with energized particles. I'll be fine behind a nice thick layer of graded Z, but you're exposed. Nice work. Magnetosphere's doing its job again. Find a medical operator if you're feeling a little green around the gills. I'm sending you the code to my grav shaft, assuming it still works. Morgan, I won't be joining you. Don't worry, there's no trick, just a gift from your big brother. It's the truth, like I promised. Took me a while to dig it up. Someone wanted to hide it from you. My computer, another video. Give it a look and we'll talk. I'm sending you the password, assuming you haven't hacked your way in yet.
My name is Morgan Yu. Year is 2035. I'm aboard the Talos 1 research facility. What else?
Why are we making this video?
Right. Because my big brother is paranoid. Psychometric data is showing statistically significant variance in personality patterns between trial runs of the new Neuromods. Whatever. I feel more like myself than ever. I mean, look at this. We did it, Alex. It's real.
Enjoy it while you can, because in a few minutes, it'll all be gone when we strip out the Neuromods and reset.
I know, including my memory of it.
No way around it. Let's talk about the backup.
So, the Typhon organisms have been producing an elaborate structure. Material is unknown, purpose unknown. Now my gut tells me it's a kind of neural framework, but externalized. Still waiting on analysis to confirm. In the meantime, I've given Alex the design for a device I think could shut it down if it ever broke containment. Alex just has to grow a pair and commit.
You don't have to take all the credit. What if it doesn't work?
It'll work. Trust me. What else are we gonna do? Blow everything up? That won't save us.
And if it does work, is it worth it?
The people that come after us will be smarter, stronger, immortal. They can judge us if they want, but they'll know they exist because of the things we did. I'm ready. Do it.
Well, there you have it. Everything I've done is what you've asked me to do. I didn't think you'd believe me unless you heard it from your own mouth. The tests, they changed you. Not a lot at first, but eventually, the constant stripping of your memory, I didn't know who you were anymore. All I want is to have my brother back so we can finish what we started. All I want is to have my sister back so we can finish what we started. The device you mentioned, it's an advanced version of the nullwave. It's the only way to stop the Typhon without destroying everything we've been working toward. We're just missing some scan data from the coral to complete the design. Help me finish this, Morgan. And then, you can have my arming key. I don't believe you want to use it anymore, but you can have it. I left the chip set for you on my desk. You'll need to upgrade your psychoscope to scan the coral. I'll send you the scan locations. I don't want to alarm you, but there's been a launch from the Argus platform. The board of directors has caught wind of the situation here. I suppose it was inevitable despite my efforts. That's why it's important we act quickly, decisively. They'll try to take this out of our hands, Morgan. Fascinating. It's holding the psyche of all their victims. Your hunch was on the right track. It's a kind of neural structure. Synaptic-like activity up and down the length of it, like it's communicating. Just one more to go. I knew you could handle this. Our father warned me not to stake so much of the company's future on your ideas. I was right to ignore him. We're a good team, Morgan. Excellent work. All that's left is integrating the data after you upload it. Hard to tell from just a scan summary, but... Wait. What is... There's some kind of neural tripwire built into the coral. Christ. Morgan, get back to my office. We have to get your data uploaded now. Hurry. Use my terminal to upload the data. I'll get it integrated into the fabrication plan for the new nullwave device as fast as possible. And be careful. The Typhon will begin to sense our intent to harm the coral. They're going to come after you. I left something for you on my desk that should help. Morgan, transfer is halted. Something or someone should. We're locked out. It's Dahl. He already has his hooks into every major system aboard Talos 1. I have to admit, I'm disappointed with our parents. I knew that they had a contingency in place, but a small foolish part of me believed they wouldn't use him against their own flesh and blood. Regardless, we're not getting this coral data through until we do something about it. I don't like it, but you're gonna have to get into his command shuttle. See if you can locate his access point and cut him off. This is Alex Yu, speaking to any surviving crew of Talos 1. I know many of you are frightened, angry. Perhaps you blame me for what's happened, but I never intended to harm any of you. Believe me, quite the opposite. Commander Dahl, on the other hand, has no intention of rescuing anything except the secrets aboard this station. You're all liabilities to the company now. Dahl, I'm sure you can hear me. I don't know what the board told you, but you're out of your depth on this one. Call off your operators, or at least help us hold back the Typhon. We're on the verge of... Morgan, this isn't you. Doing the bidding of that psychopath. I've seen the board's contingency plans. You think I didn't know Dahl was coming? You won't spare anyone, not even you, so stop wasting your time. Dahl populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum. We have important work to do. Morgan, it's Dahl. Is in the Arboretum. Hurry! Morgan, Dahl is breathing down my neck. I don't know how much longer. Shit! Morgan, I'm not so eager to be burned alive with lasers. I'll come out when Dahl and his rescue operators have been neutralized.
That's it. I got it. Alex, you can come out now. Or, fine, I can send an operator in after...
Enough! I'm coming out.
Over here. Turn around. On your knees. Morgan, I'm enjoying our talks. I feel like I can share anything with you. So, good news. I found your brother. We pulled him out of his secret CEO cave just a moment ago. Now, I'm going to execute him. Do you want to say goodbye? Yes?
You can shoot me, but you won't be able to stop what's coming.
Alex, I don't care.
Morgan, the plan for the... Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined, no matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message, and who is listening to it. I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype nullwave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We'll hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen. You never cease to impress me, Morgan. I'm coming out now. Thank you, Morgan. It's good to lay eyes on you after everything that's happened. I was worried, but here we are. I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know, because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I, just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal, a secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message, and who is listening to it. I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon Neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the nullwave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. Take the plan, Morgan. There's not a lot of time. Go on, it's yours. Why won't you take... What? Morgan! And the army key, like What? Morgan! Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the nullwave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath. The heart of the coral is in Psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the nullwave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot. That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all. You're making a mistake. Not the one I would have ever imagined you making, but I suppose that's the point. I'll join you on the bridge. Would you stop that? I never know if you're serious. Why? I'm impressed, Morgan. The Typhon Neuromod seems second nature to you. It's like we planned. Some people will never understand or condone what you can do. They've evolved an organism just to kill you. Incredible. All the more reason to preserve everything we've accomplished. Careful. There's something over there. I've got a Typhon! Kill it! That's it. It's dead. It's over. It's gone now. Shit. My transcribe. Whoa. Hey. What was that? What the hell? My head. Let me down. What is it? Oh, God. No, please, no. No, no! Get it off! Get it fucking off! What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan's orders.
Nonsense. You're a machine. An ill-conceived one. Morgan would never. You tricked her. Who programmed you?
I represent the desires of Morgan Yu, circa January 12th, 2035. Your sister created me to ensure her objectives would meet with success, and that yours would fail.
Mine? There's no difference between what I want and what Morgan wants. Not the real Morgan.
The idea of a real Morgan is fiction.
There's got to be an override.
Please step away from the terminal. You've left me no choice.
Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the nullwave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me, which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself. You made the right choice. The terminal's linked up again. I'm surprised that you primed the arming keys. Perhaps you see that as a precaution, but I assure you it won't be necessary. The nullwave device will work. Morgan, we're ready. I've rigged the main con terminal to trigger the nullwave device. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos 1, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry. Morgan, I hope you're proud. You're about to annihilate decades of work and scientific progress in a matter of minutes. This isn't going to keep the world safe. The Typhon will be back one day. Only next time we'll be helpless and ignorant because of what you're about to do. What am I talking to?
My name is January 2035. There are many operators aboard Talos 1, but none of them are like me.
Nonsense. You're a machine. An ill-conceived one. Morgan would never. You tricked her. Who programmed you?
I represent the desires of Morgan Yu, circa January 12th, 2035. Your sister created me to ensure her objectives would meet with success, and that yours would fail.
Mine? There's no difference between what I want and what Morgan wants. Not the real Morgan.
You believe her present disposition is illegitimate, because it might be rooted in the personality drift users experience when subjected to heavy neuromod cycling. But why believe that? It's conceivable Morgan might have reached similar conclusions, but for different reasons. Can you determine how much the drift imposed on her thinking? I cannot.
Oh, I've determined one thing.
What is that?
You don't know the difference between a bug and a feature.
Morgan.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan, you.
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bent the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me, and now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm.
I think you've said enough. Did it tell you it's not gonna let you off the station? Go on, tell him.
Your brother is correct. When you destroy Talos 1, my directive is to ensure that you perish along with it. But you already knew that. It was your idea.
That's right, there's too much Typhon technology in your head, Morgan. You're not human enough anymore. No one in their right mind would agree to such a lunatic plan.
Not true. History is populated with examples of self-sacrifice for the benefit of others.
Easy to say when it's not your skin, robot.
I'm sorry, Morgan.
You have no idea what that word means. I'm going to put a stop to this nonsense. Morgan, I would never harm you, Morgan. Never. This machine, it had your voice. I knew from the video you'd done something with operators, but this? It's not too late. We can still turn this around. The prototype nullwave device will work, but you have to hurry. Time's almost up. It's not too late, you know. We can still salvage this. You change your mind once, you can change it again. I won't stop you if you decide to end it all. I told you I wouldn't. So, what's it gonna be? I wish there was something I could have said to snap you out of this fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my brother. I lost my sister. That is a mistake I will never recover from. If you have some means of escape, you may as well go. I won't be leaving. Everything I cared about died a long time ago, it seems. Good luck with your new life. There's nothing left to talk about. Have a seat. You might as well join me. Let's pretend we're still family. One last time while we watch all of our work go up in flames. I'm sure it'd be a sight. What is a Neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today, and more importantly, our past, today. Why lament a lifetime of skill, practice lost, when instead we can use those skills, replicate those skills, as a stepping stone to a new future? This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful. It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be in the middle range.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
Perhaps it was due to ignorance, but it never freed me from the cargo container. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
Michaela,
I died. Perhaps it could have prevented it. I don't know. Then, there was the man in Psychotronics, Ingram.
would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It never saw me, and it never ran into Volunteer 37. Hard to say what it would have done. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
Alex, it killed you.
Back then, I would have done the same thing to me.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.